All right, well, good evening again. It is 7 o'clock, and we'd like to start the regular session for April 2nd. Call this meeting to order. A roll call, please.
Mayor Orndorff.
Here.
Commissioner Hewitt.
Here.
Vice Mayor Suey.
Here.
Commissioner Watson. Commissioner Romanek.
Here.
Okay, sorry. We're going to do the invocation with Reverend Murphy and followed by the salute of the flag. We did it backwards.
Let us pray. Father, for this amazingly beautiful day that we've enjoyed, for your presence in all of our days, for your blessing over our city, we just ask that tonight you would bless our commissioners, our mayor, as they lead us, and that you would lead us forward in ways that will bring honor to you and build the city up. Thank you, God, for all who have gathered and for those who support our city in such great ways. Bless us, I pray, and bless this meeting. In your name we ask it. Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
This meeting is being conducted in accordance with the Open Public Meetings Act of 1975, was advertised, posted, and made available to the public as required by statute. The municipal clerk is directed to include a statement in the minutes of this meeting. Have there been any changes to the agenda, clerk?
Yes, there's one. Just the removal of resolution item 3, which was approving the lease with the RRCA building.
All right, thank you. Pay the bills.
First, make a motion to pay the bills. Second motion.
I have motion second to pay the bills. Any comments? Roll call, please.
Commissioner Hewitt.
Yes.
Vice Mayor Suey.
Yes.
Commissioner Watson.
Yes.
Commissioner Romanek.
Yes.
Mayor Orndorff.
Yes.
Okay, motion carries.
Okay, public comment on agenda items only. If anybody would like to comment or question on agenda items, please come to the podium, state your name, and please limit those comments to 5 minutes.
Good evening, Patricia Kears, 409 Peach Drive. I have a question on the ordinance, first reading, ordinance number 1. On the fourth whereas, at this time the Board of Commissioners does not find it necessary to so designate a third-party administrator and prefers instead to administer the program in-house as it already has been doing. And then section 1, 2, 3 below that, it's pursuant to the provisions of the state law, the city of Millville may by resolution designate a third party to create the registration program, cataloging each abandoned program. So are you going to do this in-house or are you going to take this out of house?
I think what you need to do is look at the ordinance, the
Yeah,
existing
I
ordinance.
didn't have time to do that.
Because I think if you did, it would be more clear. And the existing ordinance says shall.
Oh, okay.
And if you see the underlined portion,
Yes.
we've deleted shall and inserted may by resolution.
Okay.
So what that would do is it would make it discretionary because unfortunately, when we did this in the past commission, and I was the scrivener, so if there's an error, it's my fault. But when we did this, we were doing it in haste because we had, I think, 8 months to comply with the new state statute. And we made it mandatory. And the prior commission and this commission really are not interested, at least at this point, in doing that. Doesn't mean that they couldn't in the future.
Right.
Because the law allows you to do that.
Okay. So it's shall and may be.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
And then my other question is the funding for the purchase of the new truck. Is that in the budget? Resolution number 2?
That's actually a grant, a bond that was from back before COVID that was not ever seen through. So it's a bond that they have for the truck. It's a 1988 truck that had a number of not good issues that I would not want to put any kind of person into, as far as the floor was rotting away. the defrosters weren't working properly, smaller things as well. There was no ABS brakes in that, as well as no airbags. So I think it would be best to obviously upgrade the vehicle. And again, it's just from
So is
Not
there
being
any
done.
other old bond money laying around?
There are old bonds I wouldn't call laying around. There's the one that comes to mind is a $400,000 bond for improvements to buildings. So as buildings deteriorate, break, whatever. So have we looked at reappropriating them? Yes. Are we still looking at reappropriating them? Yes.
Okay, so like you might get air conditioning in this room? Thank you.
More people might come.
Seeing nobody else will close the public comment portion on the agenda items. Move on to petitions and letters.
We have none, Mayor.
Thank you. And reports of commissioners. Commissioner Romanek?
Yes, Mayor, thank you. Thank you for all that are attending and watching. I have to say that the next zoning board meeting is happening this Thursday, April 6th at 6 p.m. Then planning board will follow next week on Monday, April 10th at 6:30. And now I have some excellent news to share to all of you that the State of New Jersey Urban Enterprise Zone Board has awarded our amounts of $40,000 to the City of Millville UEZ Special Events Downtown Promotion Project for the fiscal year of 2023 and $200,000 for the City of Millville UEZ Central Business District Improvement Phase 1 for this year. It was a little bit of a hiatus with the state holding it up, but I'm super ecstatic that it has gone through and we have received that money to the city. That is all I have at this time, Mayor. Thank you.
You're welcome. Commissioner Hewitt?
Yes, thank you. I do have, I don't have any comments, but I do have a proclamation that I need to read into the record tonight. Proclamation supporting the 2023 You Drive, You Text, You Pay Distracted Driving Crackdown, April 1st to April 30th, 2023. Whereas distracted driving is a serious life-threatening practice that is preventable, and whereas distracted driving can result in injuries and deaths to all road users, motorists, pedestrians, and bicyclists. And whereas distracted driving occurs when drivers divert their attention away from the task of driving to focus on another activity instead. And whereas from 2011 to 2020, distracted driving related crashes resulted in 32,000 deaths on our nation's roads. And whereas in New Jersey, distracted driving was listed as a contributing circumstance in 50% of all motor vehicle crashes from 2016 to 2020. And whereas the state of New Jersey will participate in the nationwide distracted driving 2023 crackdown from April 1 to April 30, 2023 in an effort to raise awareness and decrease driver distraction through a combination of enforcement and education. And whereas the national slogan for the campaign is You Drive, You Text, You Pay. And whereas a reduction in distracted driving in New Jersey will save lives on our roadways, therefore be it resolved that the City of Millville declares its support for the distracted driving 2023 crackdown both locally and nationally from April 1 to April 30, 2023, and pledges to increase awareness of the dangers of distracted driving. Signed by myself, Director of Public Safety Charles Hewitt, and Jeannie Parkinson, City of Millville City Clerk. And that's all, Mayor.
Thank you. Commissioner Watson?
Yes, thank you, Madam Mayor. I do have the Streets and Roads monthly report for March of 2023. 106 tires were collected, seven appliances were collected, 88 curbside violations were given, 284 street sweeping tickets were written, 350 electronic waste received, 215 brought by Robert McQuaid, 3,725 bags of loose leaves were collected. The storm drain was repaired on Phyllis Drive. The storm drain repair at 6 Crescent Boulevard was also complete. The curb and sidewalk repair at 43 Cornwall was complete and that was caused by a water break. Clearing of growth and vegetation at the end of Westwood Terrace was complete. The Vactor has been working with contractors on Wade Boulevard, Orange Street with storm drain replacement. Streets and Road has begun to grade and stone roads in Laurel Lake, and they go as follows. Laurel Road, River Road, Shore Road, Northeast Lake Shore Road, Elm Road, Apple Road, and if anybody has any questions or concerns, please contact Streets and Roads at 856-825-7000, extension 7388. And working with Streets and Roads, that's been pretty awesome. Wayne's been really good about communicating with me. We talk to him like 2 or 3 times a week, and I just want to thank him for that. Really happy working with Streets and Roads. So that's all I have, Madam Mayor. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you. Vice Mayor?
Yes, I'm glad to report that we met with the Holly City Development Corporation last week, and that we discussed the next round of UEZ projects, as well as partnering other grants with the UEZ grants to leverage those. So that was a good discussion, and I thank Heather Santoro, and sorry, the other Heather, I forgot your last name, but it's Heather and Heather at the Holly City Development
We
Corporation.
call them thing 1 and thing 2.
So I thank them. The rescue squad building came up in the work session. I'll address that now. The contractor looks like is going to be unable to complete that work in a timely and reasonable amount of money, so we are rebidding that, and that will go out shortly. It's an unfortunate delay, but it is what it is. Many of you can see the demolition at the old Wheaton property is ongoing, and more stuff is getting knocked down every day, and bittersweet thing to see, but I'm really glad to see it. Sometimes I wondered if it would ever happen at certain times, but it's happening. And with that, progress.
Awesome, thank you. So, a couple things that I have. Today, I was invited to the Teen Arts performance at the Levoy today. I saw Cindy there. We were there. I was there to see my daughter. However, I was invited to attend. I believe, Cindy, I think they said over 800 kids came through the Levoy this afternoon. It was both Cape May County and Cumberland County. There was choirs, bands, and drama performances. So I'll just make the dig for Matilda is going to be at Lakeside March 27th, 28th, and 29th of this month, so be sure to get those tickets. It's going to be a great performance. I hear the choreographer is amazing. She's doing a great job, Joe.
Good.
But it was so great to see the talent, and I just, the arts in this county, obviously in Cape May County too, are just amazing. So that was great. On Saturday, I was also invited to go celebrate 25 years celebration of a Big Sky Aviation over at the airport. It's been really amazing just to meet with different business owners and see what Millville has going on, I say behind closed doors, I guess. You know, we don't know everything that goes on. And the amazing business that they have over there. I didn't realize that Big Sky Aviation, you can get your flying license in 75 hours and however many months that takes. They were so, you know, they love being in Millville, and they love having the business that they have over at the airport, and they don't plan on going anywhere anytime soon, and look to have a really good relationship with the city. And if there's anything that we can do, they're happy to help. They did make me fly the flight simulator, and I would be happy to say that I took off and landed without crashing. No one ever does that, I was told. I don't know. Anyway, many thanks to our CC Tech. I received a message from their school. There was a Skills USA program that recently went out, and I've seen this all over Facebook with a lot of different people. However, the CC Tech students, they built 2 little free libraries and donated them to Millville. The one is going to be located, or is already located, they have been installed at Corson Park, and the other is going to be, at Friendship Park, which is on South Millville. Due to Mother Nature, she decided to wash out our Easter egg hunt on Saturday. However, the Parks and Recreation Department and the amazing team that they are delivered over 200 bags to homes throughout Millville, and that was over 500 kids. We've gotten pictures, we've gotten emails of, I guess the parents hid the eggs before the kids came out, so they were still able to do an Easter egg hunt. And the kids were so excited, and the parents were just, the emails that I got were many thanks and shout outs to the Rockstar staff for just being so dedicated to the city. and they just were so appreciative of that. I actually stopped out. We had our recreation team at Lakeside on Saturday, just in case anybody came by, if they missed the fact that it was canceled due to the rain, and they were still handing out bags of eggs, which was nice. I thought we should have had the Easter Bunny out there, but he would have got wet, so he didn't show up. But that was really great, and I really just want to thank the dedication of the department to deliver 200 bags. It's a lot, and I think we did that within 24 to 48 hours. It's incredible. Just real quick, upcoming events, we have a community yard sale that is going to be happening on Saturday, April 22nd, 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. at Buck Park. You can just call the recreation department to reserve a free spot. You know, who wouldn't want to have a yard sale with everybody? Like, your neighbors don't have one, and you can't talk to anybody. Now you can have a yard sale and have fun and talk to other people. Spring photo contest is open to everyone. Real quick rules, the photo must be of a person, place, or object in Millville. 4x6 or 8x12, black and white and or color, no digital enhancements. Let's see, submit frames. On the back, please provide your name, who the photographer is, the address, phone number, and location of the photo. The deadlines for submission would be the 31st, Wednesday, the 31st of May. And lastly here, the Walking Club, Holly City Walking Club, takes place at Lakeside every Tuesday and Thursday from 6:30 to 7:30. If the school's closed, there is no walking club. But it is getting nice outside, so we can definitely walk in our lovely neighborhoods and parks. I don't think I missed anything else. Any other events that we have on, I would just encourage everybody to go onto the website under the community tab, click on recreations and events, and you'll see anything that will be going on for the upcoming month. All right, moving on, that was a lot. Ordinances on the second reading,
We have no ordinances on second reading there.
thank you, and then ordinances under the first reading.
Okay, just one, which is an ordinance amending Millville Code, Chapter 11, Bureau of Permits and Inspections, Article 5, vacant property registration and maintenance requirements, Section 11-47, establishment of registry.
I make a motion on ordinance of the first reading item.
Second motion.
I have a motion and a second on ordinance under the first reading, item number 1. Any comments? Just want to thank Mr. Russell for clarifying that to everybody. Just have a roll call, please.
Commissioner Hewitt?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Sui?
Yes.
Commissioner Watson?
Yes.
Commissioner Romanek?
Yes.
Mayor Orndorff?
Yes.
Okay, motion carries.
On to resolutions. That was quick, sorry.
Yep. Okay, so we have a resolution authorizing an alternate method contract between the City of Millville and Montrose Environmental Solutions Incorporated, 500 Horizon Drive, Robbinsville, New Jersey, in an amount not to exceed $29,800 for a period of 12 months from January 1st, 2023 to December 31st, 2023.
Move the resolution on a certification of funds in the amount of $28,900 signed by the CFO, Marcella Shepherd.
Second motion.
I have a motion and a second on resolution item number 1. Any comments? Roll call, please.
Commissioner Hewitt?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Sui?
Yes.
Commissioner Watson?
Yes.
Commissioner Romanek?
Yes.
Mayor Orndorff?
Yes.
Okay, motion carries. Item 2 is a resolution authorizing the purchase of a 2023 Ford F-250 XL four-wheel drive regular cab 8-foot box truck from Nelson Ford, 170 Ridgedale Avenue, Morristown, New Jersey, for the cost of $61,807.50.
Move the resolution on item number 2, and with that, I have certification of funds in the amount of $61,807, signed by our Chief Financial Officer, Marcella Shepherd.
Second motion.
I have a motion and a second on resolution item number 2. Any comments? I'm sure the Parks and Rec Department are going to enjoy a safe vehicle.
Vehicles, especially on state contract, have been very hard to get a hold of. So the city is very lucky to even have the opportunity to even get a shot at a new vehicle. And, it's a presentation. It's also to keep our employees safe. So it's really good that we can do this for Parks Department.
Wish it would have happened sooner, but, things have delays. Roll call, please.
Commissioner Hewitt?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Sui?
Yes.
Commissioner Watson?
Yes.
Commissioner Romanek?
Yes.
Mayor Orndorff?
Yes.
Okay, motion carries. The next item is a resolution supporting the Solar Landscape Community Solar Project located at 2102-2122 North 2nd Street.
Make a motion on resolution item number 4.
Second motion.
I have a motion and second on resolution number 4. Any comments? Roll call, please.
Commissioner Hewitt?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Sui?
Yes.
Commissioner Watson?
Yes.
Commissioner Romanek?
Yes.
Mayor Orndorff?
Yes.
Motion carries. Item 5 is a resolution authorizing adjustments in the tax and utility records.
Move the resolution.
Second motion.
I have a motion and second on resolution item number 5. Any comments? Roll call, please.
Commissioner Hewitt?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Sui?
Yes.
Commissioner Watson?
Yes.
Commissioner Romanek?
Yes.
Mayor Orndorff?
Yes.
Okay, motion carries.
And new business?
Okay, I just need a motion to authorize the following special event on public lands applications. The faith-based event by Kimberly Bermudez at Captain Joseph Buck Waterfront Park on May 27, 2023, from 3 to 7 p.m. And Olympic Day Parade by Millville Board of Education on Friday, May 12th, from 9:30 a.m. to 11 a.m. behind City Hall.
Make the motion on new business item number 1.
Second the motion.
I have a motion and second on new business item number 1. Any comments?
Go Rick Avenue.
Go Jets. Once a Jet, always a Jet. Roll call, please.
Commissioner Hewitt?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Sui?
Yes.
Commissioner Watson?
Yes.
Commissioner Romanek?
Yes.
Mayor Orndorff?
Yes.
Motion carries.
All right, public comment portion, excuse me. If anybody would like to address the commission, please come to the podium, state your name and your comments, and please limit those comments to 5 minutes. Assuming you're strolling over.
Jonathan Murky, Churchill Drive. Just to congratulate Big Sky. My son actually did a lot of his training there. Now he's a commercial pilot, so it's a joy to see things like that happen in our own town and watch people thrive through that. Just wanted to invite the community to a number of Good Friday services. If they have an interest, at noon at our church on Good Friday, we'll be celebrating with the community. Also, Fourth Methodist, First Methodist, and Cumberland County Community Church have 6 o'clock evening Good Friday services. And then also the community sunrise service at Corson Park at 6:30 a.m. on Easter Sunday. It may seem early, but it is worth coming. Almost always we get to see the sunrise. Besides, our mayor is going to be present there. But come on out and celebrate the reason for the life that we enjoy and celebrate. Thank you, and thank you so much for the privilege of being a part of this. Thank you for your service, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Sorry, I couldn't pass up that sunset. It's gorgeous. Greg Kears, Millville. I saw the UAZ money was up. That's awesome. I meant to ask last meeting, I totally forgot. What was the actual time frame on the repair for the ramp in front of City Hall? I know it was contingent on getting the money, but like once we had the money, okay, we had it, how long is it gonna take?
Engineering's working on it. I'll get back to you on that. I don't know the exact
Okay,
time
cool.
frame.
My other thing is, it has to do with the library. I'm just gonna say this as a comment. I think it's a bad look for the city when things that we sign are seemingly just reneged on after they've been signed. It's just not a good look, especially if a business, I mean, this lease, if the city signed a lease agreement,
May-
I mean,
The lease says that we won't pay any
oh,
money for utilities.
so,
It doesn't say we will.
okay.
We're not
So as long-
reneging on
so that's
anything.
what it is. The
Correct.
issue is just utilities.
They're asking us to pay for something that's not in the lease.
So what happens if they can't pay the
No,
utilities?
I don't know. Guess we'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
So what happens if the city loses the library?
Well, I don't know.
I'm asking because I mean, like, I
That's why
use it.
we're
I'm
working on
curious.
solutions before that happens.
And I know Cumberland, like, since Gloucester took over Cumberland, there's a real drop in the service. It's harder to get books, the interlibrary loan's a little more difficult, and you don't get the book as long. It's actually only for like a 3-week as opposed to like 4. And that matters when you're going through like bigger, thicker books sometimes. So it's just, maybe, I know that ebooks may be the future, but you can't really always sit on a silica sand beach with an ebook. And we do live in South Jersey. That's all.
Thank you, Greg.
Thank you, Greg.
Thank you.
Joe Sutherland, 51 Dorset Avenue. I'm here as the program coordinator for the Millville Municipal Alliance Committee, and everything is going good with that right now.
Joe, I can't hear
Pull the
you.
mic up.
Can you just, there, thank you.
How's that? No?
A little closer.
A little bit closer, maybe. I don't know. You can just yell at us, it's fine.
Everything's good.
There you go.
Thank you.
Thanks, Joe.
I'm gonna note that. I'm gonna put everything is good right next to it.
Seeing nobody else, will close the public comment portion for this evening and just go to closing comments of commissioners. Commissioner Romnick.
Yes, Mayor, I'd like to say 2 events that I totally forgot happened since the last city meeting. One was on March 22nd. I was able to attend the ribbon cutting event and grand opening of the Genoa Pharmacy at the Cumberland County Guidance Center. It was a great event. It's a true, maybe necessity was out the wrong word to use, but it's a great addition to what the Cumberland County Guidance Center already offers to its inpatient housing of its residency. And then last week, I can't believe time flies that so much, but last week, the mayor and myself, along with Business Administrator Ray Perry and Ms. Samantha Cruz, we were able to attend the Garden State Highway Products right behind us.
It's in front of us.
In front of us. Sorry, getting confused here. A great factory tour. The Green family was excellent in providing a wealth of knowledge to all of us there. It was amazing to understand, and one thing that I gained from all that, wonderful knowledge, that you never realize how big these signs that you drive under on 95, 295, how massive they actually are. I was standing next to a I-95 corridor sign, and I'm a little over 6 feet, and when I send my hands, I'm almost 9. They were still 3 feet above me with my hands extended above my head, and that was half the sign. It's an interesting and fascinating process. Some of the technology that they use to make these signs has been around in the industry for over 50 years. Some of the newer technology that I explained is not yet in the market, but they're on the forefront of engaging in that. It's proud to see a company and a business like that here in Millville, and it was awesome to experience that firsthand.
They do a lot of work with the state, and they do a lot of work with a lot of municipalities. We saw piles of signs going to a lot of different municipalities just within New Jersey. They do a lot with the Philadelphia parks, the
PPA.
The PPA and everything. But it was definitely an awesome, it's like a Mike Rowe, how he used to have that show where you could see how things are made. Mm-hmm. It was really neat to just see the process. You just never know how things are done. So I appreciate them taking the time and explaining and showing us the process. And, they love being here in Millville, and they're, looking to stay.
Correct. It was a neat.
And I think they're hiring. I did think that they are always looking for work as well. And it seemed like a great place to work. They have a couple in-house dogs that they have there, which I think that's always a great thing. So if anybody is looking for a job, they are hiring.
Yeah. That's all, Mayor. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Watson?
Nothing at this time, Madam Mayor. Have a good night, everybody.
I just want to clarify something for the public, since the question was brought up about possibly reneging on the list. So I'm going to read this section at least to the general public so that they understand what I'm talking about. So under item 3, utilities and expenses. During the lease term, the owner, that's the city, shall be responsible for the payment and/or provision to the Millville Library of water, sewer, taxes, maintenance of the site, landscaping, snow removal, and general repairs and maintenance of the site and project upon completion. Tenant, which is a library, shall be obligated to provide and pay for its own custodial services, electric, and gas. Then it goes on. So you can see we're not reneging in any way with the library lease. The library is asking for something that is not in the lease. And this lease was just signed, let me see the date here.
17th of 21.
Yeah, so it's
I think it was October.
it's not even 2 years old yet. 10/19/21.
10/19, excuse me. I said the
So-
17th.
It's not us asking to change the lease. And as I mentioned before, the municipal aid in the amount of $532,999.80 is nowhere in the lease. So that's budgeted by the commission and given to the library. I just want to make that clear in case there's any questions. With that progress.
Thank you. Mr. Hewitt?
Yes, right now till 8 o'clock, and again Thursday at Lakeside School, PAL, flag football sign up for kids from age 8 to 17. This is, once again, through the PAL with our police department. It's flag football. The sign up and registrations are at Lakeside High School. Along with that, I would like to also, I'd be remiss if I didn't reach out. Commissioner Watson, thank you guys for squaring away the driveway over the rescue squad last week. We get some stone in there and stuff, and with that, progress.
Awesome, thank you. I appreciate everybody coming out this evening, everybody that is watching. Continue to bring your comments, concerns to the city and the commission. I do hope everybody has a great week. I do believe it's going to be nice outside, and I believe the Easter Bunny is coming to those some people this weekend as well. Hopefully it doesn't get washed out. I will be attending the sunrise service, and again, it was a beautiful service last year. It was my first time attending, and I'm definitely looking forward to this service as well. And I do wish everybody a happy Easter, and we'll see everybody in 2 weeks. Just need a motion to adjourn.
Make motion.
Second motion.
All